series. And for those of you who are new to 2K or those who just want a refresher course on how to play the game, that's what we're going to do today. Going to jump right in here to freestyle practice in 2KU. All the controls, if you're familiar with past 2Ks, are pretty much the same this year. You can either shoot with the shot button, or you can also shoot with the pro stick by holding it in any direction, and then again, letting go when it's at the top of the arc. So all your ball handling moves are going to be on the right stick. So you just flick it different directions, you'll get crossovers between the legs, flick it down for a behind the back move. And you can do combo moves by doing them really quick.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K.
The buildings of Indianapolis are location tonight, framed against the beautiful nighttime sky. Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the home of the Pacers. And with tip-off coming up, Well, you love that versatility, D.A. Thank you. Domantas Sabonis, the son of the legendary Arvydas Sabonis. Bill, you saw Arvydas play. I was impressed with his game and called a lot of his games. When you think back to the time that the elder Sabonis was in the game, what do you remember?
Not much. I mean, we saw Sabonis at the end of his career, the equivalent of seeing like Dwayne Wade on the Miami last year or something. Sabonis in the 80s, by all accounts, was the most talented center, maybe other than Bill Walton, that we've seen for all-around centers. I still
That's
think
quite a statement.
Yeah, I think Kareem, just for physical skills and the stuff he brought to the table, is still number one. The skyhook is the greatest shot of all time. But Sabonis was like, could shoot from the outside. He was a Bill Walton type passer, incredible rebounder, huge. Probably had the biggest head I've ever seen in person.
Huge.
It was just this big granite block of a head. And unfortunately, we didn't have League Pass back then. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't really have any way to see these guys, so you just kind of heard about the legend of Sabonis. And now you think about fast forward to 2018, Luka Doncic comes into the lottery, and we've all watched him. You go on YouTube, you can watch the EuroLeague finals on NBA TV.
Right.
And I have opinions on this guy. I had no opinions on Sabonis in the mid-'80s, just what people told me.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Then it's AI. Then there's Hawkins, and it's Little in at the 2 spot. And discussing Sabonis and his unusual qualities, Bill, he had a vision game that played right into the way he operated. He saw so much of the floor.
Right, and was a sick athlete in the 80s. His knees and his feet started going on him, and he was a little like the Bill Walton thing. He was almost too big for basketball, but by all accounts,
his
just had the five-tool player.
Here's Watsura, and Bamba pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
AI passes to Gordon, shoots over Cousins, and Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by AI.
Gordon's jumper really looking good, showing you how dangerous he is from the mid-range.
Pass to Cousins. Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. It all started with the decision in LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
Back to AI. There's the triple. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. No dice from the high post. Going back to our topic from a moment ago, Bill, you mentioned the interaction between players and social media and how that's become a new facet, a skill we're seeing daily from players.
There's just way more accountability now. And I'm really impressed by how polished the guys are that come in the league now. And I think the LeBron generation, LeBron, Wade, Chris Bosh, some of those guys from the last generation that came up and became vets and really knew how, Paul Pierce, who knew how to handle their business. And now these new guys come in, they're 19, 20 years old, and they act like they're 30. I'm sure you see it at the games.
Shocking.
Whereas in the 90s, it was a free-for-all. And you had these guys who, if you gave them a live mic, you were terrified. And now these guys are 19 years old,
Polished.
giving, long interviews to reporters. It's like, how are you doing this?
Tatum in particular is very
Tatum's
impressive.
already good at being a bad interview.
He's
like he
19 years
he
old.
doesn't say anything. He knows how to dodge any question. It's like, you're 19. How do you know how to do this?
Unbelievable. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Indiana. Pacers trail by 6. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, it turns out,
they embraced the
Yeah,
size.
I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they put it together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
For sure. Agree with you there. They just didn't have it. Seemed like they were a step behind and out of sync.
Here's Cousins. 20 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
AI passes to Gordon. Count the basket. Gordon's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
The pass to Cousins. He kicks to Holiday. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Gordon, the pass to AI. Here's Bamba. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Here's Watera. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. And that one's good. Cousins. Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college, I was dropping them in columns and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because, we didn't have the internet back then. It was harder to connect with people you didn't know. Basically, you had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the three ways. If I'm getting to know you, what are the three things we're going to talk about? I didn't want to talk about politics with anybody, so the other two things for me were sports, pop culture. I was also an only child in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Sanford and Son, Jeffersons, Good Times, all that stuff. And, that stuff just soaks into your DNA, and that's it.
Here's Watsura, defended by Gordon. Shots good by Watsura. And now just a 2-point Magic lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Little passes to Gordon. Back to AI. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Bellamy. Plenty of space. Rebound by the Magic. Bomba's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Gordon.
Wow. Are you? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bellamy passes to Holiday, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon, reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
On the court for Orlando, Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Then there's Hawkins. Then it's AI, and it's Little in at the 2. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Nuggets was tremendous. He scored 35 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Passes it to Sabonis. Bill, Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, the WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check.
Sign
As Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC, cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
Watsura, the pass to Cousins. That one good for 2. Cousins has got 8 points.
And Cousins, at his size, able to handle and finish like a guard. Very nimble in the pick and roll.
It's tipped. Here's Watsura. Unloads from 9. Bellamy off with the layup.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Sue. And he overshot that one, missing. Pacers trail by 17. Here's Watsura. Sabonis with the ball. Pass to Watsura. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Again, Indiana.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
The Magic leading by 15. AI kicks to Bamba. AI passes to Little. Back to AI. Lets it go. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
The pass to Sabonis. Here's Watara. He has 6. Here's Holiday. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
AI passes to Little. Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, and it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo?
Esports.
No offense to the water polo players, but come on.
These kids
let's
love
move
it.
with the
They
times.
cannot get enough of these games.
No, we should have, every college should have esports.
Here's Cousins, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. He gets that one. 14 points for Aaron Gordon.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Holiday. Got a hand on it.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
AI outside. In the corner, Bamba with it. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Pass to AI. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Cousins, the pass to Watara. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Orlando's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And the basket by Gordon.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here we go. AI heading to the hoop. And AI throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 assists.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the basket by Gordon. Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a 3. He's got the pull-up hezzy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
AI passes to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Sabonis kicks to Holiday. Baseline J on the way, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Bamba's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top 5?
you can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense scorer I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about it for one play, and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up, or he's running off the screen. It's a lot, almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, yeah, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get-out-of-my-way guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolutely.
Score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Well, we want to thank the sports guy for being here. Enlightening as always. Bill, what a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I hope my son was impressed. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm sure he was. And Clark, always great to have Bill with us, a content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with you more. Amen to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base and readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports, but on life. And that strong connection he has with them is admirable.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And Clark, you played your entire career with the Pacers. What was your favorite memory during that time?
Well, certainly realizing the dream of being an NBA player, Kevin. I was the 8th pick overall. It was close to where I played in college at Ohio State. And then being able to perform at a high level to be a unanimous all-rookie team selection, that was a pretty good highlight for me starting my career.
5 on the clock. Here's Hugh. Misses off the left iron.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot, just came up empty. You live with those.
Here's Robbins. From down in the low post, it goes. Here's Watsura. Here's Palmer. Drains the three-pointer. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Orlando. Going up.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, you have been playing great the last few games, and that has carried over into this game. How have you had everything clicking?
Well, I'm in a perfect spot, you know, in terms of where I'm fitting into the framework of the team. And I know exactly what my role is, you know, what I need to provide.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, Sabonis is out there with Bellamy. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. AI passes to Gordon. Now the Pacers moving it up. Ball going up court. Indiana moving the ball around. Stolen by Bamba. Down low. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And, you know, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
Outside Holiday. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Holiday's got 14 points for the game. Orlando's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Sabonis with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Cousins. Coming off a terrific season. Put up about 21 points a game. 11 rebounds and 2 assists. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
AI outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Bellamy against Hawkins. Bellamy in the post. He shoots again. Ball's knocked loose. Cousins, no good. The Magic shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Watsara, the pass to Holiday. Can't cash in from close range.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for the Magic.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands, and credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Enes Kanter, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league, Enes Kanter. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there, too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well.
Here's Bamba. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
The Magic have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Aaron Gordon, number 1. Mohamed Bamba, 4th.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Sue, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. AI's got 13 points.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Out left to the wing. Here's Cousins. Offensive rebound. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops for the Magic. Here's Robbins. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Watsara, the pass to Hartenstein. Homer, he's guarded by AI. Misses from short range.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Here's Palmer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
AI kicks to Hart. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Just been really inefficient. 5 turnovers. You know, it's as if he's playing for the other team.
And Indiana making a change here. Bellamy's checked in. AI outside. Over to the wing. To the wing on the left. Passes to Ojale. Here's Robbins. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Palmer. The three-pointer, no good. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
And a much-needed run, too, Greg. I mean, they've turned it up a notch. Really taking over now.
Pass to Watsura. Over Hart. Indiana again missing. The Magic shooting so well. The offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
To the middle. Here's Robbins. And another assist for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Now the pass to Watsura. 56 seconds left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. Pass to Palmer to end the run. And the three ball is good. 9 points in the game so far. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. Inside. Now, here's AI. He's covered closely. Count that one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Palmer. Off target from outside. AI passes to Ojale. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Watsura. He's got 12. Over Hart. A shot by Watsura, no good. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Orlando going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession.
Here's AI. Pass to Ojale. Magic moving the ball around. AI kicks to Zeller. Back to AI. Pass to Ojale. AI right side. 4 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Zeller trying to free himself up, and the basket is good. Ojale's got 6 in the quarter.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Zeller. Ojale is out there with Brown. Then it's AI, and it's Little in at the shooting guard position. Dives for it, and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And stolen by AI. Down low. And another assist for him.
And the passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
That one will put him tied for 3rd in the all-time assist list. One of the best games I've ever seen. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
The pass to Little. Back to AI. To the right side. Little passes to AI. It's picked off.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to...
And again, another assist.
And he has passed his way into the history books. That assist putting him even for the top spot all time.
Well, easily one of the best passing performances of all time, and his next assist will set him apart from everyone.
And it's just a mind-boggling number. 30 assists for him, and he has equaled the mark set by Scott Skiles back in 1990. 30 assists is more than most teams get in a game.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Brown. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Here's Fordham. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying.
And again, another assist.
There it is. Move over, everyone, as there is a new assist king.
He has been magnificent, GA, all game with his playmaking, and now the record is his alone.
And to think the high mark of 30 assists set by Skiles has been bested here tonight. This has been a phenomenal game.
And with his game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And as good a point guard play as you'll see. He's controlled the game with his passing skills. And as good as he's been as a distributor, the only job his teammates need to worry about is getting open.
Fordham. He's covered by Zeller. Here's Fordham. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, look, you think about all of the great point guards that have played in this game, and yet you are the one that's broken Scott Skiles' single-game assist record. What got you going and what kept you going on this groundbreaking night?
I had a great feel for my teammates. They were hustling, getting to their spots, and I made sure that the ball was waiting for them when they got there, and it just seemed like they knocked down just about every shot.
Well, they certainly helped out, but you're the one that got them the rock, so congratulations.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
It's pretty cool that I now have video proof that I broke an NBA record on NBA 2K19. That's pretty cool in my opinion that I managed to break a record. At least I think it is. Have a good one, y'all. Deuces, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, whatever time of day you're watching this. So yeah, deuces.